The Premier League has confirmed the officiating appointments for the next round of matches, and Mike Dean has been left off the list after he and his family received online abuse, including death threats. Dean gave 2 red cards in the last week. Both were overturned by the FA on appeal. The referee will be in charge of Leicester against Brighton in the FA Cup tomorrow. Lee Mason, who was the video assistant when Dean sent off Thomas Souček and Jan Bednarek in 2 different games, will also not be in charge of a match, but he will be a 4th official.
I just think it's appalling. Absolutely appalling. This is, again, the days we live in. You know, I'm fed up with the racist abuse that players are suffering from as well, or anybody in any walk of life. It is, you know, it's just disgusting. And for Mike, I just hope he has his family around him and the Referees Association and all the support from managers and players in the game. He's an excellent referee, has been for a long, long time. I've seen it a lot, associations talking about, you know, these sort of social media platforms doing more. They're not doing enough to stop this. I think it's just, there's no accountability and people can basically say what they want and it's against the law. And they don't know the damage they're doing to these individuals who are just out there trying to entertain, make the game better, and obviously referee the game in the best way possible.
The people that run these organisations have got an incredibly look at themselves and take the biggest responsibility, and I think it's disgusting. You know, Mike Dean is an honourable referee, you know, a really decent guy. I've got to know him over sort of the last couple of years, 3-4 years, and refereed our games. And these guys are doing the best, and the players are doing the best, and managers and coaches and everybody connected are doing the best and don't deserve this. And it's disgusting.
I think something has to be done because one thing is a professional life and what we do in our professional lives and the success we have and the mistakes we make and the frustrations we have. Another thing is to step the fence and go to the private life and go to the social life, and that, of course, something has to be done.
I think it's really sad, unacceptable. I think Mike Dean is one of the best referees in the Premier League. I'm really sorry what happened to him. I think that police has to investigate it, take care of this, because it's totally unacceptable to have insult on social media.
What Mike Dean has gone through over the last week is opening a wider debate about referee safety. Paul Field from the Referees Association thinks eventually there will be an incident with larger consequences.
He's the victim. He has to look after his family, of course, and actually his own emotional welfare. And it's totally unacceptable. And one day in this country, a referee will be killed. I have warned the football authorities about this. I have warned the government that this is coming. One day we'll be having a conversation when a match official has lost their life. Football is a reflection of society. We can't cure all the ills in society through football and through education. But I think if the deterrents were made significantly stronger, then people would stop and think. And it's that stop and pause before you act process. It can't be right that someone walks onto the Olympic Stadium in London and puts a corner flag on the penalty mark and gets a 10-year ban, where someone pushes over a young person on Hackney Marshes and can go to the game following Saturday. There has to be a basket of deterrents open to the court system.
Former Premier League referee Mark Halsey experienced online abuse during his career. He empathises with what Dean is going through and has opened up about the mental impact that the abuse had on himself and his family.
I know exactly what Mike and his family are going through, and my heart goes out to Mike Dean. You know, he's a very, very experienced referee, a very good referee of over 500 games, and it wants to do a job to the best of his ability, and the same as everybody else does, whether it be on the park or it's in professional football. And it really does. I mean, I thought it come to a point that I thought to myself, does me and my family really need this? Is it time now to just, you know, pack this in? Because, you know, life's more important, and it really affected. I mean, luckily we kept it away from our daughter because our daughter didn't know, but it really got to me. It hurt my wife. She was crying almost continuously at home with you know, when I had to take the abuse, because I took screenshots of what was sent to us, and then Greater Manchester Police, who I said were fantastic, took them away and tried to deal with the matter. The first wave of abuse I got with death threats and those sort of things that the police dealt with, and a couple of people faced the police and got sorted. But it just, you always, sometimes you go out and you think you're looking over your shoulder and everybody knows what's going on, everyone knows what's happened to you, and it really does affect you. It does affect you mentally, and you just wonder what's going to happen next. You wonder if something is going to happen.